welcome! In this video, we will show you how to configure the initial settings of the Paspartoo application to get started. When logging in for the first time, you will be presented with the Getting Started page, a step-by-step wizard designed to help you quickly configure the system. The guide will walk you through an essential configuration process with clear steps to tailor Paspartoo to your company's needs. There's no need to worry. Some settings are already pre-configured to make the setup faster. Remember that all the settings defined during this phase can be modified anytime from the Settings menu inside the application. Once the initial configuration is complete, you are ready to start using Paspartoo to manage access points, visitors, and security rules for your organization. Let's begin with the first step and configure your settings in Paspartoo. Step 1. Configuring Paspartoo settings. In this section, called Others, you can choose whether to display the Getting Started page when launching the application. If this option is active, Paspartoo will open with the Setup wizard to guide you step by step. Once the configuration is complete, the page will automatically deactivate, but you can enable it again at any time if needed. Here, you can also view the badge administration pin, which changes every day and is required to configure badges for employee delivery using the Tanda device. When you are ready, click Apply to save your choice, then press Next to continue. Step 2. Configuring roles. Here we can see the predefined system roles: key users, users, and viewers. These roles are already configured and can be used right away. If you need additional roles for your organization, you can create them by pressing the New button. Simply assign a name to the new role and then add the users you want to include. Assigning users to a role is done by selecting the users on the left side and moving them into the role. By holding the Control key on the keyboard, you can select multiple users with the mouse. To move users from one side to the other, you can use the arrow icons or the arrow keys while holding the Control key. When everything is set, click OK to save your changes. Once roles are correctly defined, press Next to continue to the following step. Step 3. Configuring authorizations. Here, you can define the permissions available for each role. On the left side, you see the main objects of the application, such as doors, doors groups, locations, rooms, scheduled access, and statistics. For each object, you can assign different levels of access to the roles: key users, users, viewers, and any custom roles you created in the previous step. There are 3 types of authorizations: full, which grants complete control, meaning the user can create, modify, and delete items; own, which allows access only to the user's own data; view, which limits access to viewing only. The system is already pre-configured with standard authorizations, so you can proceed without making any changes, or adjust the permissions for the custom roles you created in the previous step. However, if your organization has specific needs, you can always adjust the permissions by checking or unchecking the boxes. Once everything is set, press Next to continue with the setup. Step 4. Locations. We are now in Step 4 of Paspartoo's configuration, the Locations section. Locations represent the physical places where your doors and rooms are installed. The list contains a default location, which corresponds to the address of the account created in the Ticiservice portal. To create another location, press the New button. To modify the default location, use the Edit icon on the left. Here you can enter or modify all the required details: the location name, the country, the city, the street address, the postal code, and the state or province. If you have a map or floor plan, you can upload it in the Location Map field. This map can later be used in the Synoptic view, allowing an operator at the reception to open doors remotely using the mouse or a touchscreen if available. After entering all the information, press OK to save the new location. Once at least one location is configured, press Next to continue with the setup. Step 5. Rooms. We are now in Step 5 of Paspartoo's configuration, the Rooms section. Rooms represent physical areas with a door that can be controlled by the system. Since no rooms exist yet, the system automatically opens the new room creation window. Here, you can enter the room name and select the location created in the previous step. You can assign a color to visually identify the room in the synoptic view, which is especially useful when managing multiple areas. If needed, you can also enter additional information such as the floor number and the door number. Make sure the status is set to active, so the room becomes available in the application. You can enable the Show All for One settings option only if the room is shared with all for one for booking purposes. After filling in the details, press OK to save the room. If you need to create additional rooms, click New. Once created, the rooms will appear in the list and can be used in access rules and scheduled access configurations in the Doors section of Paspartoo. Once all rooms are created, click Next to continue. Step 6. Doors Groups. We are now in Step 6 of Paspartoo's configuration, the Door Groups section. Door groups are used to organize multiple doors under a single name, making management easier and more efficient. A default group is already created, so if you do not need additional groups, you can skip this step and move on to the next one. To create a new door group, press the New button. When you press New, you will see the form where you can enter the name of the group, select the location, and optionally add a description. If you haven't ordered or connected any key light devices yet, the system will display a message indicating that no doors are available. If your key light devices are already installed and connected to the internet, the doors will automatically appear in the list and can be assigned to the group. Once the group is created, you can also define rules. Press the New button in the Rules section to create a rule for this door group. Here you can choose the active dates, exclude holidays if needed, define the scheduled access to apply, and select whether the door can be opened remotely. You can also assign the rule to specific employees, departments, or groups. When you are finished, press OK to save the rule. Ensure the status is set to active, then press OK to save the door group. The group will appear in the list and can be used to manage permissions and access schedules for multiple doors at once. When you are ready, press Next to continue with the setup. Step 7. Employees Groups. We are now in Step 7 of Paspartoo's configuration, the Groups section. Groups allow you to organize your users into predefined or custom collections, making it easier to manage access rules and visibility inside the application. 2 default groups are already available: All Employees and All Users. These groups are ready to use and do not require any changes. If your organization needs additional groups, you can create them by pressing the New button. When you press New, you can define a custom group for your company. Enter the group name, add a description if needed, and select the application where the group will be used. You can also specify a group email, set the team level, choose a region, and assign an owner to the group. If required, you can activate the IT team option or allow the group to be visible in all applications. Make sure the status is set to active, then press OK to save. Once your groups are configured, press Next to continue with the setup. Step 8. Scheduled Access. We are now in Step 8 of Paspartoo's configuration, the Scheduled Access section. Scheduled access rules allow you to define when doors or door groups can be accessed. These schedules are essential if you want to restrict access to specific days or time ranges. Some schedules are already pre-configured, such as always, weekdays, and work week with specific time intervals. These default entries are ready to use, but you can edit or delete them if needed. If you want to create a new schedule, press the New button. You can enter a name, define one or more time ranges, choose the days of the week, and set the status to active. Once the schedule is saved, It can be assigned to doors, door groups, or users according to your access rules. When you are done reviewing or creating schedules, press Finish to complete the initial setup. The initial configuration is now complete and the application is ready to use. When a Keylight device becomes active and connected to the internet, it will automatically appear in the Doors section. At that point, the device must be associated with a room. This step must be completed directly inside the Paspartoo application.